Okay, so these are three different brands that have made what seems to be BMW E30s. The reason I say seems to be is this one is kind of hard to tell since it's so modified. So this is a Hot Wheels. This is one of their separate lines. I don't remember what the price was, but I think this is a Forza version. This is the Maisto version. And this is an unknown brand. I got this either from a thrift store or a flea market years ago. We can take a peek at the Hot Wheels one first. Now I have this car in lots of different colors and wheels. I don't have a premium one. I would like to get one just so I can see it with the front and back details done. This is pretty clean, but no front or back details. We do have an interior, as most Hot Wheels do, and I do like these kind of, I don't know what you call these, mesh style wheels. Definitely one of those wheels that has been around for a long time and they still work great. This is just called the BMW M3. Interestingly, it does have the door handles painted, and it does have mirrors. Now this one is probably my favorite. This is the Maisto version. It's a little bit on the big side, but this is the best part, is that it does have front and back details. Or, well, sort of. I have to look at my black version of this to see if they did on that one, but this one is red. So they only did little reverse lights and the logos. But the front looks great. The lights are a little off center, but from far away it looks a lot better than having nothing. Like these wheels, they are very common Maisto wheel, but they fit the car really well. And this one I like that it has more information. Specifically, this is a 1988 BMW 3 Series M3 E30. Maistos also usually roll pretty well. Not as well as Hot Wheels though. Now here is probably the most interesting one. This is a very unique, I would assume to be E30 M3. Let's look at the bottom. Oh, maybe it's not an M3, it's just an E30. 323i. Made in Hong Kong. So I don't know how old this car is, this toy, but it has a lot of interesting things. You can see a very wide body. Definitely reminds me of, what were they called? My Group 3, Group 5, kind of very wide European race cars. I don't know if there was an E30 that was like that. So maybe this is not an E30, even though the front, to me, looks like it. It's very hard to tell. Now I'll have to compare it to this Hot Wheels that came out more recently. These taillights also look very different. Let me see. This might be something different. Yeah, that's very different. So maybe this is something different. But no, anyway, this is interesting. There's louvers in the back window. Doesn't seem to be an interior. They blacked out the other windows. And it's oddly enough, it has off-road looking wheels and tires. And the stance is quite high. So it almost has a rally car look. I don't think rally cars usually have wide bodies like this. At least, not to this extent. But it's definitely one of those cases of a strange diecast being made. I'm going to look at this Hot Wheels that kind of resembles it and compare it real quick. Now looking at it, they are not the same. But they do have a similar body kit. So I'm really not sure what is going on with this goldish colored car. This is 320 Group 5. There's so many different BMWs and they have very similar looks. Sometimes they can be confusing. But I think by getting diecast you slowly learn a little bit. At least I've learned a little bit. But yeah, this is definitely interesting. I also don't have any idea who made this. What toy brand made this. But yeah, I'd be interested to find out what this thing is. Is this based on a real race car? I'm gonna look up real quick if this 323i from that era, what is it an E30 or what is it? Let me check.